what ways does watching the footage before writing reports bias officers?
Hmm. So, I think it can bias officers in a few different ways. So, let's say um, something happened where, a police officer hit somebody and the body camera footage only shows that person then shoving the officer back or pushing the officer back. And so there's been a charge of assault on a police officer. Um, so if the police officer didn't view the body camera footage before he wrote his report or she wrote her report, there would probably be a fuller telling of what happened, right? Like, my partner or I reacted in this way, the person pushed me back. Maybe not, there would be a more accurate telling of the story. If they are allowed to review their body camera footage before they write that report and they see that because of the angle of the camera or because of when it was turned on during the interaction, it only shows the person shoving the officer and not the officer hitting the person first, their report looks very different because then it becomes, my report says, and the body camera footage shows that this person shoved me. And so this allegation or this charge against them is accurate, and the DA then has evidence to move forward with the case. And this person who has been charged is saying, no, wait, really, he hit me. This was part of the story, but that doesn't become part of the full narrative that gets told to the DA, to the court, to the jury.
So, what's the ideal best practice for activating body cams?
I think ideally we say anytime an officer is interacting with a member of the public, their camera should be turned on. So if they get a call for service or if they approach somebody on the street, before they start to interact with somebody, that camera needs to be turned on and recording.
Raleigh has suffered the pain of 3 police-involved shootings in 2016. 2 resulted in deaths with no witnesses. We don't have the luxury of a body camera program without crystal clear policies. Even with the most restrictive state law in the country, these are the ways the City Council can shape our local body camera policy. In a few short weeks, they'll be asked to approve the proposed policy. Join Raleigh PAC in writing our City Council members today at citycouncilmembers@raleighnc.gov to let them know what a transparent policy looks like. Here are our recommendations. 1. A faster timeline. This program will be phased in over 3 years. In Fayetteville, the program was rolled out in 14 months. In Charlotte, a much bigger city, it took just 6 after their final policy was approved. Raleigh PD, where is your urgency? Number 2, automation. We all know what can happen in the split seconds when officers have to make quick decisions. The current policy depends on officers to turn the cameras on and off, including deciding when a situation has stabilized. That can mean different things to different people, and conditions can change rapidly. Moving forward, RPD should buy equipment that activates as soon as an officer's taser or gun leaves the holster, or even soon as an officer gets out of their car and approaches a citizen. If Charlotte can do it, we can too. Number 3 is access. We understand that state law HB 972 regulates the disclosure and release of recordings, but other police departments have raised the bar, surpassing the floor set by the state and including a statement in their updated body camera policy saying that there is a presumption in favor of disclosing camera footage to recorded individuals and or their representatives. Instead, this policy seems like it is being intentionally set up to make it hard for the person in the video to be able to view it without having to go through so many chains. We recommend that the presumption of disclosure, which would mean that Raleigh police will have to respond to a request by justifying their denial of disclosure. The presumption would be that any individual recorded or the representative has the right to view footage they are recorded on. Number 4 is discipline. There isn't anything in the policy that states what the disciplinary actions would be if they are misused. We recommend that the policy clearly include a reference to disciplinary action for misuse of body cameras. Number 5 is bias in reporting. The policy allows officers to view the footage before they write their incident reports. We recommend that officers write their reports first to limit how watching the footage biases them. We are all susceptible. Number 6 is consent to search. This policy gives officers the right to record consent to search rather than giving people a form that tells them they have the right to refuse. We recommend that the policy be clear that officers are required to hand everyone the form stating their rights even when the cameras are on. Please take a moment to join Raleigh Pact in writing our City Council members today at citycouncilmembers@raleighnc.gov to let them know what a transparent policy looks like.